I think there's a lot of value and fun just in working with startups and helping them learn how to be successful, and then investing in those companies and getting the return.
So the process for submitting a company to the Willamette Angel Conference is you have to be seeking between $200,000 and $2 million to grow your company. They submit their business plan and a pitch deck. They get 10 minutes to deliver a presentation. And through the submissions, there's an investor group happening behind the scenes, an LLC that's formed, that's looking at the submissions. And then the investor group dwindle down the 30 or 40 submissions down to 10. And the day of the event, they pitch, and one company walks away with the investment prize.
Within this region in particular, we've got a lot of the elements that I think are very well suited for folks who have great ideas and are looking for opportunities to really turn those ideas into promising businesses.
Here, there's so much innovation that comes out, particularly of the universities. But there's also another group of entrepreneurs literally in their garages and their back offices, and there was no support for them. There was nowhere to go to get funding, and I'm talking millions of dollars that they're raising. I meet a ton of high net worth individuals that are quite frankly tired of putting their money in the market, and they want to invest locally. And now there's a lot of activity around angel investing in the Willamette Valley like never before. So the intention is every year with this conference that we recruit more angels and we keep growing the capital base in our communities so that more companies will form and stay in the valley.
I think any angel or somebody who's considering being an angel, this is a great place to learn. The amount of money that you have to put forward to participate is minimal. The amount of learning is enormous. It can position you to do things on your own, or it can position you to do things with other investors that have like minds. So it's a great learning opportunity.
It's been a huge learning experience, and for me personally, still being a student in college, it's definitely been an eye-opener to learn how businesses run, how capital flows, and the people in the WAC have just been extremely helpful, extremely knowledgeable, and been able to provide an enormous amount of resources in the community that's been able to help me be successful.
Working with the WAC has been great. They've really helped us understand better than we did before our business model and our revenue projections, and really we've gone through a process that has been very important and necessary for our growth, and regardless of any funding opportunities, it was something we needed to do, and they helped us sort of go through that process and understand it.
If you're interested in early stage companies, the Willamette Angel Conference is the place to come, because you're going to network, you're going to get your idea really beat up. And as an entrepreneur, what you want is investors who, I like to say, they come at you with an Uzi, because they're going to shoot holes in your plan, and that's where you learn.
Every time you get asked a really good question, it forces you to rethink your assumptions as an entrepreneur and make sure you've got good answers. And a lot of times you get asked questions that you hadn't focused on quite enough. And that's how you can get better as a company. So sometimes it's uncomfortable, but that's how you grow.
There's a tremendous amount of opportunity and educational experiences on both sides of the fence.
The thing that has been most inspiring is seeing this network of people who may not be necessarily the Bill Gateses of the world or the wealthiest people. I mean, they're well off, but they've really decided that this is where it's at for them. They're doing this because they care about their communities and businesses, and they get excited to see growth, and that enthusiasm is infectious for our startup. Of course, they'd like to make money, but I think there's an even larger thing at play here, and that is the sense of excitement that comes from being a part of something new that's going to change the world.